Seraphine Azir. That can be hard to just get in there in general.
100%, and I think that's why we're kind of seeing Broken Blade over the K'Sante here.
Yeah.
Traditionally, the Jax does beat out the K'Sante, but I do think as you start to get into the later portion of the game, your ulted form K'Sante can do a lot of work.
Sama flashing and not getting the kill is kind of what makes it a slightly in favor for Fnatic, because yeah, it's like Skummon's getting the counter invade, but it's basically going to be vertical jungling. Both junglers will walk away with the same amount of camps picked up, so Laspa has to flash in first blood to LeBron. G2 just win the 2 macro play here from G2.
And you just get to go back in towards your Krugs afterwards, as Skumon should be able to then set himself up for the level 6 take on the Scuttle Crab, which
is a flash away from Broken Blades and Topo Strike. And not winning the counter pick solo matchup so far. Now Caps goes in for the shuffle onto Vladdy, flashes the shockwave, and Skumon gets the kill.
Nice setup from Caps.
This will just be 2 Drakes to G2.
So nicely done. And again, this is the beauty of a G2 game, is that they do this. I mean, they make it look so effortless.
Yeah,
like they're not
right now, and they have Broken Blade waiting behind Lebrov. Ash arrow comes down, will land on to Laspa, the encore as well. It's going to set Broken Blade up to go all out right now over the wall. Broken Blade kills Laspa before they even reach the ground. Flashing on to Upset, he's in damage form, and Lebrov is still moving forward. But now Razork has the Grim Deliverance. Big damage here onto Broken Blade. Dreaded return used. Vladdy with the shockwave will find the kill. Getting some damage on the Hansama right here. Still has the Valkyrie and the Cleanse, but now Vladdy in a 1 going against Caps flashes over the Emperor's Divide. Hard one to land there as Razork's now walking forward here onto Skumon. Has another ultimate available, and they're just trying to lock down Lebrov. Encore goes out, but Razork gets the kill. Doesn't get the passive revive off in time. So G2 will answer 1 for 1.
The knockback on the Crescent Guard, hitting Razork under the tower, meant that he couldn't get that passive, but and I think he's just looking for a little love tap. But still, nice job there by G2 under the tower to make sure that they got the kill in favor of Lebrov. And it's kind of still G2 putting up pressure everywhere apart from that mid lane, as Upset gets a bit of alone time with the turret.
Okay, I thought Broken Blade was actually going to dive for that to stop it.
He really wants
his own back. His Caps. Ooh, one more auto right there.
That tower is not long for the world.
Man defense up there. Yeah, Skumon's in the neighborhood. So is that Laspa right there? Yeah.
Xin Zhao wins those, I'm just saying.
I imagine the level 11 Xin Zhao is going to make this Nami's life a little difficult. Flash is available. Laspa also has the heal, but he's not going to use them. Gives a kill to Skumon. G2 get the turret, and they'll even take the Krugs.
Yeah, smart call.
Control of Summoner's Rift right now.
This is just such a crazy pace. It is 17.5 minutes into the game, and we're looking at a 3rd Dragon for G2. I mean, Rift Herald hasn't even been taken. Like, G2 are just not letting up at all. And we talked about how Skumon enabled the early map so he could take this early Dragon, but it is just being completely blown out of proportions now.
G2 playing faster than lightning, and now Fnatic about to feel the thunder here as the Dragons
all over the place, but they want to make a play.
It's Vladdy and Empiros trying to make a play on a Broken Blade right now. He has the flash available. He can look for the outplay as well as the ult, but Vladdy not getting him the angle to all out over the wall. He looked for the third and Topo Strike. Nashor will come down. Empiros sidesteps it, but low on mana. He doesn't have enough for a counter strike right now, so he just has the autos as Vladdy already used the shockwave. So I think Broken Blade's out of there. Razork's going to come down as well. They are spending all this time to try and kill Broken Blade. Caps is pushing top wave, and now Skumon is here to back up his top laner. Still has the Herald as well, but actually they decide to let the turret go down. Fnatic will break their first structure.
I mean, G2 just happy that Broken Blade got out. Go well, but Fnatic are kind of dealing with waves as G2 start up this Baron. It's a slow take with 2 members.
Ready to return, but now the chain CC lands and Razork's just out of there. Nice shockwave, but not enough damage to follow it up as Upset was not in the neighborhood. So G2 find the pick on a Razork and we'll turn back onto the Baron.
It's just incredible the pace that G2 are playing this game. Like 6-2 in kills. It's not been particularly bloody, but they are taking everything. And now with Baron and 40 seconds until that Dragon Soul, it's feeling tough for Fnatic.
Low health bars. Upset's walking forward. He feels confident. He's got the shields of Orianna behind him, but he gets chunked out as well. Teleport in, but the Baron secured. And now that TP could be a one-way journey immediately into the waiting arms of Broken Blade. And Pierce will ward hop over the wall. Caps now stays onto Vladdy with the rocket belt forward to try and lock down the Orianna. Flash out from Vladdy. Fnatic do not stop the Baron. G2 minutes. They also got the Baron in that time as well.
Yeah.
they're on pace for some insane objective control stats here against their longtime rivals.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, like,
Well, maybe that is a different play.
but that's the thing that we said, like, you feel disjointed as Fnatic.
Yeah.
Razork going in, the rest of the team aren't there to follow. It's what we were talking about with the Vi. It feels like this team hasn't really all got onto the same page yet. And G2, I mean, they've read the entire book.
They're sieging 3 waves right now. I mean, Caps is solo top lane, the Grim Deliverance forward, and that's just Razor going straight to his grave, and Pierce with the counter-strike trying to follow up, but G2 putting the final touches on this one. They've taken 1, they're taking 2, a double kill to Hans Sama as Caps flashing for the shuffle.
Rocket Belt,
Flagging's
baby!
out of there. Broken Blade gets the kill. Yeah, you do it for the style. It's the Rocket Belt style play right there for
It is a
Azir.
phenomenal buckler on that thing. It looks great.
Yeah, he's really trying to show that every Azir and solo queue go by this right now. And trying to ruin the ladder as G2 make quick work of Fnatic in this game number 1. They didn't even need 25 minutes. They just needed to burst down these dragons, and they will take game 1 versus Fnatic.
I'd like to say that was a close game, but that was clinical.